YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching videos. What's going on? Close these curtains. I don't want the boogeyman to come out from back there. All right, boogeyman, don't come out from back there. Oh. Whew, good thing I got an APU, man. Good thing I got an APU. The APU blowing ice cold, man. Milkman, what's going on? But hey, this video I'm gonna be talking about 401k early withdrawals. That's what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So if any of you guys got a 401k or a retirement plan of some kind at the place that you work, or if you self-employed, you got a SEP, or you got a solo 401k or TSP or 403b, whatever the case may be, these plans, they allow you to borrow or do an early distribution or early withdrawal. Typically with a 401k, you have to wait. You usually have to wait till you get 59 and a half before you can pull the money out, which is fine because you don't need to be pulling the money out. Okay. Milkman, you gave me $2. Appreciate that, Milkman. You don't need to be pulling the money out. Okay. The money is for retirement. Okay. I need you guys to understand how retirement plans work. How retirement plans work, the money is invested in the stock market. Okay, straight up. The money is invested in the stock market. That money is then traded out on the market amongst American businesses in America. Okay, the money is spread out across different businesses, real estate. If you have a mutual fund or index fund, you can go and find it, and you get a statement. You either get a statement in the mail, or however the HR department at your job handles that. They either send you a statement in the mail, or it'll be on your employee portal. Your employee portal, and you can log on and find the company that manages your 401k plan. You get the description of that, and you can Google it and find out the company that manages it, and you can find out what type of fund it is, what's the name of the fund, and you can see what's in it. It's going to be all American businesses in America, American public companies, publicly traded companies in America. You know, so since you understand that this money is invested in American stock market, and the money is making money, okay? Typically, the stock market over the last 100-some years, the stock market rate of return has made about 10, 11%, okay, for the last 100 years. Okay, now that we know that, we need to stop taking early withdrawals on our 401ks. You need to stop this. I was about to cuss because it's really pissing me off. The retirement plans out here, 401ks, 403bs, TSPs, I can't name them all, but it's basically a retirement plan, okay? You got to understand for a working class person making 50,000, 60, 70, 80,000, 90,000, that's just about the only chance that you have at retiring a wealthy person. Okay, that's the only chance you got. The IRS, the government, has earmarked that in the tax code for you to have the opportunity at building some goddamn wealth. And so if you go and withdraw the doggone money, the money is taken out of the market. Okay, you take an early withdrawal, you take that cash, you taking it out the damn market, and then you going to spend it on junk. Okay, I've been talking to people, and like I've been hearing these stories out here, and like people are taking early withdrawals to buy a car. People are taking early withdrawals to go on a trip. People are taking withdrawals to put a kitchen in their house, to pay off some bills. And I'm like, are you how about the cuss? Are you crazy? I mean, I get it, because the average person has no idea how a 401k plan actually works, the mechanics of it. People don't actually know how it works. I get it. But if you're watching my video right now, do not ever, 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 ever take an early withdrawal on your 401k until the age of 59 and a half. Because because in order for a 401k plan to work, to actually the muscle of a 401k plan is time. The muscle, the lifting power, the lifting power for you to get to retirement and have $1 million in that plan. Your muscle in that plan is time. So if you're a young person watching me, you need to put money in it. You got to put money in it. You have to constantly, religiously put money in it. You have to put money in it every week, every month. Put money in it. Put money in it. Put money in it. Put money. Rain, shine, or snow. If you're in the hospital, if you don't matter what it is that's going on in your life, you need to religiously put money in it. Put money in it. Put money in it. Put money in it. It's that damn important. And the stories that I'm hearing, the reasons why people are taking early withdrawals on their 401ks, none of it is justified. None of it. None of it. People are taking out this money for some of the most stupid stuff. Like, what the F are you doing? You're never going to build wealth like this by taking it out. You're taking the money out of the market. You're taking it out. Keep the money in there. Keep it in the market. Okay? It's guaranteed. All them videos that I had, them retirement 401k videos, mutual fund videos that I got, it's like 4, 5, 6 of them I made. When you put money into it, okay, when you put your own money into it, you only put in a very small fraction of your own money into it. Okay? For example, this gallon of water. Okay, let this gallon of water represent your 401k plan, right? Let this gallon of water represent your 401k plan. And I know some of y'all like, what? A gallon of water, 401k plan? Stop. Listen to me. Listen to me. Let this gallon of water represent your 401k plan. Let's say this is $1 million. This whole thing is $1 million. Okay? The water that's in here is $1 million. See this right here? This is what you put in over the course of like 20 or 30 years. This is what you put in. trying to get the light. Okay, there it is. Oh God, this thing. All right. Cause we need to stop. We need to stop doing this stupid stuff, man. We need to stop this. We need to stop it. All right. But anyway, the average person, when you got a 401k plan, and for 20, 30 years, you put money into it, you only put in this much. All this right here, when you all this up right here, it's just growth. It's free money. The stock market and time doing all the work for you. It's free money. So if you're taking, because your money right here is making money on top of money, on top of money, on top of money, on top of money. But if you never put the money into it and you taking the money out of it, your money is never making no money. Stop taking out the money. What are you doing? Stop this shit. Damn. We taking money out of the only wealth building tool the average person got. Because the average person ain't coming up with a new invention. You're not coming up with a new invention. The average person ain't coming out here starting a business. We not being creative. We not writing no books. You ain't singing no songs. You ain't dancing on no stage to build no wealth. And so the average person who got a regular job working somewhere making $50,000, $60,000 a year, that's all you got. You ain't born into no money. And so a 401k plan, that's it. That's all you got as far as retiring with $1 million. So you can retire with $1 million in your 401k and you take a 5-6% draw. Let me get my calculator here. So you got $1 million in there. You got $1 million times 0.05. That's 50,000. See there? Oh, it disappeared. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying here, man. $1 million times 0.05. 0.05 is another way to say 5%. You take a 5% draw, and if you watch my videos, you opened up a Roth. And now if you work for a company and you putting in your 401k, go to your HR department and see if they got a Roth option. That way you putting the money after tax, because you want this money to grow tax-free. Don't do no traditional, because then when you get ready to pull the money out, you're paying taxes on it. That's stupid. I don't know about you, but I don't like paying taxes. So if you do the Roth, the money grows tax-free. All this right here, you pay the taxes on this little bit right here. And all this, the 8, 7, 600,000, you ain't paying no taxes. It's free money. Hell wrong with y'all? Stop taking early withdrawals on your 401k, man. Stop it. Damn. The reason why I'm getting so mad is because the American economy is a damn cesspool, okay? The American economy do not care about you. The average consumer is bombarded with all this garbage out here to spend money, spend money, spend money. We got commercials, we got all this junk out here enticing us to spend money to buy stuff we don't need to be buying. You know, a car commercial comes on to get you to buy that new Chevy pickup truck. You don't need no Chevy pickup truck. A new car commercial come on to get you to go buy that new Charger. A new Nike Jordan commercial come on and get you to go buy them new Jordans you don't need. You got a closet full of shoes. You don't need no more shoes. Put the money in the market so you'll have some when you turn 60. You'll be an old 60-year-old man broke with a closet full of shoes. Put that money in the market where it belongs, man. How do you think all the 1% build wealth? How do you think these people build wealth? They got lucky? No. It's a game. And they're playing it. They're playing the game against us. Okay? You got all these diseases out here, cancer, AIDS, corona. They don't care. Let me show you how much they care. They shut down the economy, and what they did, they opened the economy right back up. They don't care about no doggone corona. They worry about their bank accounts, man. They worry about this economy, okay? They trying, why are we, what? And so, okay, this is what happens when you do an early withdrawal on your 401k or your retirement plan. Okay, let me explain to you what happens, and let me explain to you how stupid it is. It's fucking stupid. Okay, I know YouTube is gonna red flag this video. I don't care, because I don't care about getting the views. I don't care. I don't care about the ads, because you know, if you watching me, it's 14 of y'all watching me. The 14 of y'all that's watching me, I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. Do not ever, 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 ever do an early withdrawal on your 401k. The only exception I make of doing an early withdrawal on a 401k or whatever, retirement plan, if you on your deathbed in the hospital and the doctor come in and say, Mr. Fofo, got some bad news, man. You got a bad disease here, man. You know, I'm gonna need about 40,000. I'm gonna need about 40,000 before we can do this procedure. And the only access to cash that you got is like you start looking around. Oh man, I got that 401k. I got 40,000 in the 401k. Let me use that. That's the only exception. If you're on your deathbed, that's the only exception, and that's gonna save your life. That's the only exception. Everything else out here, it ain't nothing out here that justifies you pulling out your 401k. Nothing. Ain't nothing out here justifies it. And even still, even if you're on your deathbed, I still don't even recommend it, because you're taking away wealth out of your family. You taking the wealth out of your family and you giving it back to the regime. You giving it back to them. Now your name isn't tied to any asset or no wealth at all. No wealth building tool. Okay? A mutual fund, 401k, it's an asset. And so even if you're on your deathbed, you know what? You can go to a bank. You can go to a bank and get a 10%, 15% loan. That's way better than withdrawing on your 401k. So, and here's the numbers. Let me talk about the numbers and explain to you how stupid it is to withdraw from your 401k. It's dumb. It's dumb. Dumb. It is dumb. It's the dumbest thing you can do in your life. Stupid. Dumb. It's the dumbest thing you can do. When you take an early withdrawal on your 401k, you get hit with all kind of penalties, because the stock market, the government doesn't want you to pull that money out, because the stock market grows by people putting money in the market. The government and the government wants to protect the American economy. By you investing out of your paycheck, putting money into the economy, that grows the economy. Okay, when you put money in the stock market, Procter and Gamble, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Home Depot, you're giving money to these companies to grow. And then when these companies grow, in turn, you get a piece of that. And at the same time, the companies get bigger and bigger, and the economy grows. They call it expansion. But if you're taking money out of the market, you never get a piece of it. And so the government penalizes you for when you do that. Okay, when you do that, what happens is they're gonna hit you with your regular tax rate. It could be about 20-25%. They're gonna hit you with a 25-30% tax rate because it's usually a big lump sum. So if you got $30,000 in your 401k, I'm just using an example. If you got $30,000 in your 401k, you only gonna take home like 20 or 15. That ain't worth it. So you're gonna get hit with your regular earned income tax rate, okay? And then the government gonna come right behind you and hit you with another 10% penalty. I mean, once you start calculating, you're looking at about 40%, 38. It's like 38% tax rate. That don't make no sense to pull out. Let me do this. Let me pull up my calculator here. Let me get a calculator. So if you got 40,000 times 0.38, they're gonna hit you with $15,000 in taxes. So 40,000 minus 15,200. You only gonna. So if you got $40,000 in your 401k and you pull out the 40,000, you're gonna get hit with 15,000 in taxes and fees and all that stuff. You only gonna take home only 24,000. Let the money stay there, dog. Because that money is gonna turn into $1 million 20, 30 years from now. It ain't worth it. Stop taking early withdrawals. Stop this shit. You can easily go to a bank and get a bank loan. You can get a credit card. You can sell a car. It's all kind of ways, alternatives to getting money rather than pulling at your 401k. I'd rather you go and get a 10-15% bank loan than to pull out your 401k. At least you still got the money in the market and it's growing and it's compounding and it's still working. God, like I keep hearing these stories. Like people keep justifying the bullshit. They going on trips with the money. They putting the kitchen in their house. They putting a new roof on their house. You could have financed that roof through Home Depot, man. You could have found a way to where the insurance company paid for the roof. People are buying cars with, like you're going to take $40,000 out of your 401k to go buy a $40,000 car and after about 5 or 6 years, the car going to be worth 10. That don't make sense. That's not a good investment. That's dumb. Them numbers don't work. Those are dumb numbers. Who does that? Nobody does that. That doesn't make sense. Nobody goes to buy a truck. Nobody does that. Nobody goes to buy a car and be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this car. It's $40,000. Nobody looks to waste 75% of their money. That's stupid. I mean, if that's the case, if you want to just take 40,000 and just ride down the street and just throw away, you take 40,000 and you just want to waste 30. It's like, yeah, throw away 30,000. Like nobody does that. But that's what you're doing when you buying stupid stuff. Stop buying stupid stuff. Stop this shit. Damn. This is why the average person in America I was reading these statistics. I was blown away. You know, the average person in America don't have $400-500. They don't have no money in savings. The average person in America is working check to check to check. The average person in America. And you know, the thing is, the average person in America is going to continue being like that if we keep making these kind of decisions, doing this stupid ass shit. It's stupid. Them numbers don't work. Like, make no sense. Like, nobody, it's like I would find people at the store complaining about getting 10-15% off when they buy something, but then they go and do stuff like this that's costing them 30-40%, sometimes 70-80%, because they're running their whole life in the negative. They got a car that's upside down. Okay, they bought a car for $20,000, rolled over negative equity in the car with a car payment of $700 a month. Okay, and then they got a house. Okay, then as soon as their house get paid down just a little bit, they get a home equity loan and they pull some money off of that, and then they go on a trip with it. Or then they take money out to go and do some dumb junk. And so really, if you start looking at all them dumbass decisions you done made with money, it's costing you 70, your rate of return is like negative 70%. You're never gonna get ahead that way, man. You're never gonna get ahead that way. And then on top of that, we buying iPhones every 6 months. We buying Jordans every 2 days. We buying all this garbage. It's garbage, man. We buying all this garbage that don't do nothing for us. We buying a bunch of garbage. This phone that I'm talking to y'all on right now, I paid $200 for this phone. I don't buy, and this phone here, like, why are you buying a $1,200 phone every 6 months? You got people running around out here buying $1,000 iPhones, and you work at Walmart making $10 an hour. And then 6 months, and then maybe 2 days later, you drop the phone. Now the screen cracked. Now, to get the phone fixed, you got to pay a $300 insurance claim to fix the phone or get a new phone. We just keep on perpetuating doing this stupid stuff. we got to stop this. We got to stop it, man. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop this. You ain't gonna never get ahead. You're gonna always be paying bills, and you never ain't gonna have no money in the bank because we doing all this stupid stuff. That's fine, because somebody gotta be broke and stupid. Somebody gotta do it. It ain't gonna be me. Shit. I mean, some of the simplest things become a problem for some people. Like, I was talking to somebody, and she said, this is what happened. I was talking to somebody, right? She went and bought a brand new car. Because she didn't want to pay to put new tires on it. She didn't have money to get new tires. Now, granted, let me understand. Let me explain this to you. Last time I checked, tires run about $400 or $500. As a grown person in America, well into their career, 10, 15 years in their career, you would think they have at least 5 or 10,000 in the bank, cash. No problem. But the average person don't have that. Like, the average person thinks it's crazy to have 5 or 10,000 in the bank. You're a grown person with responsibilities. You better have some cash in the bank. Shit. Like, you gotta buy normal everyday stuff. Tires, a refrigerator. Your refrigerator might go out. A washer and dryer. Folk running around putting washer and dryers on credit. A washer and dryer is like $300. You go to Home Depot, get a washer and dryer, $300. You can go to a used appliance store and get a used one for $150, but we putting this shit on credit cards, man. And so I was listening to this story. I was like, what? So you went and got a whole new car, $600 car payment, because you couldn't afford to put $500 in tires, new tires on the car? Oh, God. Tires. Tires. Normal wear item on the car. Normal. It's normal to get tires on the car. That's normal. That ain't like, oh, the car, because depending on who you talk to, this person would be like, oh, the car broke down. The car raggedy. Well, what's wrong with it? You got to put some new tires. No, that ain't a car. That ain't nothing mechanical. That's nothing crazy. If you drive a car for a long time and you wear the tires out, you got to put new ones on. Yeah, you got to put new tires on. That's normal. That ain't some strange phenomenon that tires wear out. Yeah, tires wear the fuck out. That's what they do. You got to put brakes on it. You got to get a tune-up. You got to wash it. Get oil changes. That ain't nothing strange about that. That's normal. Like, we got to stop doing this stupid stuff, man. We got to stop this stupid stuff out here. We got to stop. God damn. Boy. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get this out of my system because it's just, damn, boy. Damn. John Wayne said, don't forget to mention the extra penalties when the same person who takes the money out doesn't pay the IRS. Yeah, that's that 10% penalty. So you're looking at about 40% effective tax rate roundabout. The tax rate is actually higher than that because you took the money out of the market. The money ain't working no more. It's actually more. It's closer to like 80% or 90%, or you're probably looking at like a 1,000% tax. It's 1,000% tax, because if you would have left that money in the stock market for 30 years, that money would have made way more money. That's losses that you would never be able to get back. You never gonna be able to get back them losses because you took your money out the market. And you know, a lot of people, they're gonna lie to themselves. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the money back. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you're not gonna put the money back at the same rate that the stock market, that the compound interest that your account is making. You won't be able to beat that. Okay? You won't be able to put the money back plus additional 30-40%. You won't be able to do it. It's stupid. You know, it's 1,000% tax, because if you leave the money in there, let me pull up my interest calculator, my compound interest calculator. Oh no, my compound interest calculator is on my phone. My bad. Let me download it real quick. It's downloading. Hold on, it's gonna be done in a minute. So you looking at like 1,000% tax rate. All right, pull up my compound interest calculator. Okay, I'm gonna use 40,000. I'm gonna use 40,000. I'm gonna put $40,000 in here, and I'm gonna put 0 monthly deposit, because just say you never add nothing to it. So if you never add nothing to it, $40,000 just sitting in an account, right? And it's just sitting. You went and bought a mutual fund. You went and bought a mutual fund, or index fund, or an ETF or something like that, and the money just sitting there. You ain't add nothing to it. It's just sitting there. The money just sitting there for, say, 30 years. Okay, 30 years. Let's do 360 months at 10%. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, you see how much money this is without adding nothing to it? $40,000 just sitting in an index fund or mutual fund, and you didn't add nothing to it. It would be $753,000 in 30 years. Let that sink in your brain. That is like a 700% gain. That's a 700% gain. 40, let me see. Let me get my calculator here. 753,000 divided by 40,000. That's boy. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing stupid stuff with money, man. We gotta stop this. We ain't gonna never have nothing. We ain't gonna have no power. We ain't gonna never have no power. We ain't gonna never have no wealth if we keep on doing this crazy stuff, man. We need to stop this. And I get it, because it's a muscle that most people don't have the strength for. Okay. Money management isn't something that's taught, and like, it's a muscle that has to be built up. And like, you gotta learn how to delay gratification, man. And I don't want to say it's delaying gratification. It's just being able to just use some common sense, man. Like you can go to the bank and borrow some money. Like, damn. So that's how much. This is how much 40,000 would be in 30 years. Y'all see the number? 753,000 and 495, I think. 40,000. See, principal amount is 40. You didn't add nothing to it, and it just sat there for 30 years making 10%. And if you putting in a Roth IRA, you ain't paying no taxes on that money. That's straight money. You pay taxes on the 40, but you ain't paying taxes on the 753,000. That's a 700% rate of return. Whatever it is that you took the money out, I hope you like it. I hope you like it, because that's what you're leaving on the table. I almost want to just go. It almost brings me to tears, because as a working class person, we need that money. We need it. Y'all need it. All of y'all. Don't sit up here and lie and say you don't need 750,000 in retirement. At 60 years old, you're not gonna sit here and lie to me and say, "No, I don't need all that money." You need it. You need it. Stop lying. You need it. The hell, man, you need it. You 60 years old, 65 years old, 70 years old. Where the hell are you gonna be working at? Let me tell you where you're going to be working at. You're going to be working at Walmart as a greeter. That's where you're going to be working at. If Walmart even around in 30 years, because I feel like somebody going to come around and buy Walmart. I think Amazon going to buy Walmart eventually. That's just my opinion. You know, I think Amazon, because Amazon, they bought Whole Foods. they buying everything else. Jeff Bezos shooting missiles off to space and all that. Jeff Bezos got money to burn, man. He can afford to spend billions on missiles. You know, he can just go buy Walmart. Like, hey, man, let me make y'all an offer. Because that's competition. Amazon and Walmart, they can't survive in the same space. So I think Amazon is going to end up buying Walmart. But that's near it. That don't have nothing to do nothing. But the point is that you need this money. Okay? You got $753,000 in an index fund and some mutual funds. $753,000. Okay? You take a 5-6% draw, 753,000 times point. Let me do point 0.6. 0.06 is like 6%. You move the decimals 2 places. Okay, that's 45 grand a year without working. If it's in the Roth, you're not paying taxes on that money. So when you do when you're doing monthly deposits out of your retirement plan, when you retire in age and you get ready to retire and you're looking at your budget for the year and you're like, okay, my mortgage is $7,000 for the year. That's done. Your house should be paid for at 60 anyway. But if you don't have a pay for a house and you still got a little bit of mortgage left, say you got $7,000 in mortgage payments, your electric bill is $1,500 for the year, your gas bill is $500 for the year, you gather all your bills for the year, and you're like, okay, all I need is $30,000, $40,000 in spending money. You go into your account, you put the amount that you want in there, you do the calculations, okay, I just need 6%, because you don't want to do the whole thing. Because if your account is making 10%, you don't want to take the whole 10. You don't want to eat into your principal. You want your account still to be making some money, okay? And you gotta adjust for inflation. But that's not the point. So you look at all your bills and you add up all your bills, you're like, okay, I'm gonna need about $20,000 to pay all my bills for the year. And then additional $20,000 in spending money, $25,000 in spending money. Go to the grocery store, go on a trip. $45,000 is plenty of money if you did all your proper planning, getting ready for retirement, if you did everything like you're supposed to. You know, if you're doing everything like you're supposed to, your house should be paid for. You should have 2 paid for cars. You should have a lump sum of cash in the bank, and you got your 401k, and you got your $45,000 plus Social Security, and maybe some other stream of income coming from somewhere. Social Security, you might be getting additional $10,000 a year for Social Security. So in retirement, you'll be getting 45 plus additional 10. That's $55,000 a year in retirement. That's plenty of effing money. That's plenty. That's plenty for me, because my bills are low. And when you're an old man, you shouldn't have a whole bunch of bills no doggone way. Okay? Say you tired of your old raggedy car. You can take some money out your retirement and go pay cash for a nice car for about $10,000, $15,000. Take out $15,000 and go buy you a nice pickup truck, man. That's what old men do with retirement, if you prepare it properly. Instead of being an old man sitting up there pulling out his hair, No, man. You coast in retirement feeling good. You coast into retirement. You 60, 62, 63 years old. And you like, hey, I'm tired of retire, man. I'm tired. Oh, man. I ain't working for nobody. I'm done. I'm done working. I got 1.5 million in my retirement. I'm gonna take a 6-7% draw off my mutual funds, and I'm gonna cruise the world for a whole year. You can do that because you got an asset like mutual funds. You got you some real estate. You got you all this stuff right here taking care of you. You need the money. You need it. Every time I be bumping into guys trying to explain to them retirement plan. You know these mofos gonna sit up here and tell me you don't need the money. So since you so much don't need the money, why you get up and work every day? Since you don't need the money. But you religiously get up every day and go run up and down the road in that truck, but you don't need the money. You just got it like that. You got plenty of money. You just don't need it. You need it. You need it. Who you lying? You lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You need the effing money. You need it. There's nothing wrong with having access to some wealth, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel shameful about needing some money. Be honest with yourself. You need it. And given if you 60-some years old, 65 years old, your health is deteriorating at that point. So you might be in the hospital more often. You might be on a handful of prescriptions at that point. That stuff costs money. that stuff costs money. Where you think you're going to get the money for it? If you've been saving, if you've been investing in a mutual fund, index funds, real estate, like I've been telling y'all, you have plenty of money to pay for prescriptions, to pay for medical bills as an old man, old woman, or old man. Plenty. 50, 60, 70,000. Plenty. It's plenty. You know, you're a working class person living in a regular working class neighborhood. Your house may or not be paid off. Your bills shouldn't be that much. Okay? You know? I'm with you. I'm trying to build wealth, starting my LLC. Love this guy, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. What's up? I got a question that the topic. Well, yeah, I mean, you can email me at 44trucker@gmail.com. Because I don't know if you're comfortable, because, you know, great point for people living beyond it means. Big face, what's going on? I'm way behind. I know it. Let me get down in these questions. If Amazon does it, wouldn't that be an antitrust violation? I don't know, man. It's just a feeling that I have when you start looking at the economy. When you start looking, when you look at the economy and look at the flow of things, it's just a feeling that I have. It's no real truth to it. I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it's just a feeling that I have. Then when you look at the market, you look at Amazon, how powerful they are in the market. They are the leader in the American business space, and they got a lot of power. They have access to a lot of capital. They can pretty much do whatever the hell they want. Amazon can buy the White House at this point. And so if Jeff Bezos really wanted to, he can make Walmart an offer and buy them in one bat of eye. He won't even bat an eye. So, you know, Amazon stock shares, like, it just broke $3,000 a share. Walmart is about $250 a share, something like that. Last time I checked, I may be off, but last time I checked, Walmart stock price was $200 a share. And so Amazon price to earnings is way more stronger than Walmart. Okay, Amazon can just shit on Walmart, no problem. And when you look at it, Amazon and Walmart, they're competitors in some kind of way, you know. And if I was Jeff Bezos, I would buy Walmart. I would buy it because they're a competitor, you know. The whole goal of a profiteer in the American business is to get as much market share as possible. You know, you got to get as much market share as possible. And if you know that, and you see somebody in your way, it's like, damn, I need to get these people out my way. They're in my way. I'm trying to get all the market share. And you know, it's just a feeling that I have. It's just like, I think Amazon gonna buy Walmart. It ain't based on no truth or nothing. It's just an observation looking at the American business space. So John Wayne was saying, would you recommend getting your own authority if you never dealt with broke before, been leased on for 3 years? Having your own authority is more of a business than anything. It's more of a business space than anything. So it just depends on the person, your personality traits. So if you are a type of person, if you like a lone wolf type of person, if you're a self-driven person, you got good communication skills, you got good business sense, you're really handy. You're a really handy person because, you know, I'm assuming if you're gonna get your own authority, you got your own truck. And when you're talking about buying a truck, owning a truck, you have to be somewhat mechanically inclined. I suggest that if you're not mechanically inclined, just some of the most simplest things when owning a truck could get you in trouble. And sometimes it could be just some of the most simplest things that just throw you off. And a lot of times it just don't make sense for you to be running in the shop all the time. So, you know, I mean, there's some people out there that make it work, you know, and so that's where it comes in. Because sometimes being mechanically inclined, you may be lacking in that area, but at the same time, you could be a good people person. You know how to bring people together. You're a good networking person. And so you know how to find a good mechanic that's not going to cheat you, or a good mechanic. You good with people. Okay. You know how to, you're resourceful. You're a resourceful person, and you know how to find good people to do business with. And so if you're that person, getting your authority is more business than anything, you know. So if you look at it that way, it's like, oh, okay, well, because I know people in business, they're not good at a lot of things, but they just got good people skills. And so if you got, you know, some of the skills that's lacking in other areas, well, if you got good people skills, you can find a good mechanic. And you know how to talk to people, you know how to be nice to people, you know how to negotiate with people and stuff like that. And so you can find your way through life without knowing how to do anything. You just good with people. I know people like that. They're good social engineers, so to speak. And if you're a good social engineer, you know how to pull a bunch of people together to get what you need done, then I think you would be very successful with your own authority, running your own business. Okay. So, because, you know, talking to brokers is just having good communication skills. You get a broker on the phone, you just got to give for gab. You can negotiate the hell out of a load and get $2,500 on a load that usually paid $1,800, but you know, you pick up the phone and you talk to the guy, you got to give for gab. You start joking with the broker and asking him about how his day has been going. And before you know it, you got a direct shipper, and you start talking to him and getting into his personal life and like Before you know it, the broker just like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2,500 on this load, man. I like you. And then before you know it, and see that skill set is way more important than, you know, a lot of other things when we talk about business. So I don't know if I answered that properly, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So you, by what I just said, you would know whether you can do this or not. AKA Spliff. What's up with the new 2020 W4? I don't know nothing about the new 2020 W4. I remember hearing something about it, but I don't recall what it is. I don't recall what it is. You know, are chemical loads on load boards? You know, I'm not even sure, because when I go on a load board, I'm set for drive-in, and I do a sort for drive-in. I don't really see flatbed loads. I don't see reefer loads. I should do that so I can get a total look at the freight market. I should, but you know, I just don't, because I don't know. I just don't, because you know, I just be busy trying to run my truck, and I'm trying to get loads as quick as I can and get on to the next one. And so I'm not absolutely sure, but it's possible. You probably, what you can do is go out there and find a load board and get on a load board and do a trial. Get a 30-day trial on a load board and see what's available. Or you can find a tanker. You can find an independent tanker guy and ask him how does he get his loads and stuff like that. So, you know, me personally, I don't know. I pull drive-in, so I don't know. But anyway, that's what this video is about today, man. Don't do a withdrawal on your 401k. You will be shooting yourself in the foot like 20 times, man. You'll be slapping yourself in the face if you knew how much money you were just throwing away. It's just a dumb move, man. Don't do it. It's just a dumb move. Ain't nothing in our lives that doggone important that we need where we gonna be pulling out our retirement plan. It's really not. It's nothing out here that doggone important. Unless you, like I said before, unless you on your deathbed or your significant other is on a deathbed or something like that. But it's never that. It's always to buy bullshit. We're gonna withdraw money out of our retirement plan, the only asset that we got, the only asset a lot of people have. Because most people, like I said, they're not astute enough. The average person is not astute enough. They're not inclined to go out here and start a whole new vision, a revolutionary idea. The average person is not a Bill Gates. Bill Gates has transformed on how we interact with the world. He came out with Microsoft. He deserves all his billions because he changed the whole landscape of how we see the world. You know, he's a software guy. He's Microsoft. So, but like the average person is not gonna. The average Joe. The only thing they got is getting up in the morning and going to a job. Okay, me included. because I ain't come from money, me included. The only thing I got is this truck and trailer. This is all I got going for me right now, and my common sense. That's all I got to get to a level of wealth that I thought that was never available to me. That's all we got. And so if you know that, you only got one chance at this thing. Don't fuck it up. You're intentionally fucking it up. Why would you intentionally fuck something like that up? Like, why do that? It's stupid. So you just gonna shoot yourself in the foot? Nobody does that. It's like, man, I'm gonna go over here and shoot myself in the foot, man. It's gonna be fun. That's stupid. But that's essentially what most people are doing. Like, they're just like, oh, I'm gonna take all my money out of my 401k plan and go buy this pickup truck. I'm gonna go over here and buy. I'm just trying to think of all the dumbass stuff that people buy with their 401k. And they brainwash themselves, be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay it back. No, you not. You ain't gonna never make up the difference that you lost by pulling your money out the market. You're never gonna make that money up. You can't make up $750,000. You can't make that up. You make $50,000 a year. You got bills and everything else. At the end of the month, you might be, the average person is lucky to have $500 left over. Oh man. You know. Is Freightliner a good truck? Man, you know Freightliner's a good truck. It is a good truck. I don't want to say it's the best truck out here, but as far as doing the job, it gets the job done. You know? So I know some guys be like, man, a Peterbilt. Just get a Peterbilt. Well, if you line up 3 or 4 trucks next to each other, Peterbilt, International, Freightliner, Kenworth, you line them up. If you look at the trucks, all of them got fifth wheels, all of them got tires, all of them got motors, all of them pull freight. So to me, whichever one has a larger platform, have a low cost of operation, low cost to ownership, have a large platform where just about any mechanic out here can work on it. You can get parts anywhere. Freightliner dealerships all over the place. Like, I've broken down a couple times with my truck, and both of those times that I broke down, I was within a couple miles of a Freightliner dealer. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I thank God that I got a Freightliner, because it's just like, man, Freightliner dealership, like 10 miles down the road. Let me limp my truck down there so I can get this part and put it on. Okay? The platform for a DD15 and a Freightliner, you can Google Freightliner problems, and the problem will come up because everybody got a Freightliner. Okay? Just about every issue out here translates across the board. You don't want to get no specialized truck that nobody don't know nothing about. And so if something go wrong with it, you can pretty much call another truck driver at the truck stop. Hey man, have your truck had this issue before? Oh yeah, my truck had that issue, man. All you got to do is this, that, and that, and fix it. If you out here with this specialized truck and the issue is not a common issue, you gonna have a hard time getting back on the road, man. And so that, you know, don't get caught up in the bullshit. Don't get caught up in it. It's a business. You gotta treat it like a business. And so the lowest cost of ownership, a wide platform for parts, serviceability, knowledge, all of that. I go with a Freightliner, man. You know, I go with a Freightliner. You know, I got some nerd gonna come in there and be like, man, Peterbilt, Peterbilt. Yeah, you buy a Peterbilt. Everything on a Peterbilt costs 25 to 30% more just because it got Peterbilt on it. You know. But anyway, let me go ahead and end this video. I can put about an hour in here. I think I ran my mouth good enough. This video was good. So I'm gonna end it right here. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.